All right, this is Admixture trailer 754146. It is a gas pump operated trailer. This is a Sika supplied trailer. Some of our trailers are supplied by Venetia, and some of our Admixture trailers are supplied by Sika themselves. So this one is supplied by Sika. So first we're going to go over the connection of the trailer to the tractor. So this particular tractor that's pulling this trailer currently is not equipped with a hydropack because it is not required to operate this trailer. So real quick, we're just going to go over the connection for the trailer. So it's your standard connections for running the running gear of the trailer, correct? Mm-hmm. And then we also have a stinger cord added that provides the power to the trailer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so besides that, that's the only difference when hooking up these trailers versus your standard trailer you're pulling.
It's the stinger.
All right, so that's how that works. The cords are provided here at Venetia at the main terminal. You can also get additional stinger cords if they're not operating properly in Swedesboro. The truck needs to be generating electricity either by the APU or you need to idle the engine in order for the power to be provided to the trailer, correct?
Correct.
All right. So this tank has how many compartments, Dale?
4.
So it's a 4-compartment trailer. As you can see on here, well, you probably can't see from here, but up top you can see the different dome connections and washout mechanisms, but we'll go ahead and get you a better view of that in the video. So let's go over internal valve. Where are the internal valves located on this one? This unit has no internals, so the internals are always open. All right, so we're gonna walk around to the side of the tank where we generally operate it. You see the rear of the tank, also identification number on the rear. No mechanics on the back of this trailer. This particular unit all operates from the side compartments. So being that this trailer has no internals, it is always open. So really the only thing to control the flow of any product is going to be the valves, correct?
Correct.
So each of your valves are on the off position currently and they are capped. What water void does this particular trailer have?
This is your water void.
Okay, so there's your water void connection.
95 gallons capacity.
95 gallon capacity. And where is it located on the trailer?
Inside.
Inside, in between the compartments? Okay. All right, and then this is a 4-compartment trailer as we discussed. So you do see the 4 connections for your other 4 compartments on here, and your connection on the far left is your water void connection. And you can see the clips that Dale uses currently to identify what's in each compartment. So I assume those are just binder clips.
Mm-hmm.
If they break, they just get replaced. All right, does this trailer equipped with in-transit heat at all?
No.
Okay. Any kind of daily maintenance things to attend to on this trailer that you look at besides your normal? Is everything functioning properly? But
Just check your oil and your gas.
okay, so as far as the gas pumps are concerned, this trailer is insulated, as you can see. All right, and how many number of hose reels do you have on here?
Just 2.
2? Okay, so eventually we'll get over to the other side. You'll be able to see those. There is
Well,
2
They actually come out this side.
2 hose reels mounted on the other side of the trailer. And the access points are here in these compartments. All right, and you have 2 meters. You can see here 2 meters. 2 pumps. Now, as far as when you're doing your pump connections, so as you're transferring from one pump to the other, one hose reel to the other, I guess the question is, how difficult is that? And I can see you have 2 lines laid out here.
Yep.
And they look like they have nice elbows on them to help for an easy connection.
Yep.
And again, I know a lot of guys have questions. Can you leave these connected while you're going down the road? There's obviously not enough clearance to do that the way it looks. To have them connected while you go down the road, at least you shouldn't. So, pretty self-explanatory there.
Right here, blue. Goes with blue.
Okay.
There's a little bit of gray paint left on this one. See the gray paint? In order for the meters to operate, you gotta have your switch on. You would turn this off in between stops.
Okay. Alright, so our identification for each one is we have the gray paint. You can see the gray paint on the motor, gray paint on the printer box, blue paint on the printer box, blue paint on the motor, blue paint on the elbow, and this one would have silver paint or gray paint on the elbow. We'll have to reapply that just so it's clear and concise which hookup goes to which pump and meter. Now, any other concerns with maintenance on these items as far as your meters go, your printers go, or how does it go as far as when you are functioning that printer? Do you have to feed it?
Yes. Each printer has a red line that you feed the ticket to.
Okay.
As long as you feed it to that red line, your print will come clearly into the ticket and you can read it.
Okay, and that's the same for both printers?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was told to keep these printer boxes are meant to be latched in between stops and while you're at a stop, due to if a hose would break, it's
Keep the moisture out.
Keep moisture out of the printers.
As we've experienced before, the moisture creates a problem for the printers and it will short circuit and not function correctly, etc. Okay, so as far as your hose capacity on this trailer, now you have two reels. Are they both the same size?
Yes.
Okay, how many feet do you know? Okay. Do you know how much product is being held in those hoses once they're filled up?
It's about 9 gallons.
9 gallons, okay. So looking at the hose reels, they probably look like about 100 feet. And we'll get some confirmation as to the hose length. But just looking at the size of hose that's on there and the length of the width of the hose reel, I'm gonna say it's about 100 foot of hose. And they hold about 9 gallons each reel. So as you're doing your clean out, that's something to keep in mind because that's the amount of product you're gonna have to account for when you're finishing up at a customer. If you notice that they're getting full, you know what you're gonna have to put back in your tank or top off in the customer's tank to clean that hose out, correct?
Correct.
And then how much water it's gonna hold when you're cleaning the hose out. All right, so these are obviously electric meters and gas pumps. You already see what the connection looks like and how we identify them. As far as the meter usage, I know we went over the printer, but the meter usage, is this a fairly simple
Yes.
meter to operate?
You never have to touch the back that back, you never have to touch.
Okay.
You only need the reset and the print button.
Okay.
So it's just a simple get to the customer, hit the reset, 0. When you're ready, hit the print, unlock the box, open it up, and you'll hear it print.
Okay, so as far as the buttons on the side, do they do anything as far as what your job entails, or is that
Nope.
for calibration purposes?
That's calibration.
Okay.
These two are your only 2 buttons you ever have to touch.
Okay. And the exit button, does that
Nope.
serve any purpose?
Nope.
Okay. Like something else you want to add? Maybe you were about to say something.
If you touch any other button, it might screw it up.
True. So, being that those buttons on the right are for calibration, we should leave those alone. These are Honda style pumps. Anything do we know about the horsepower of them, or just in general how they pump, or they generally pump a certain amount of gallons per minute? Do you find? Or?
Heavy products, 2100, 6100. You're going to range anywhere right around 30 gallons a minute. Your NCs and lighter products, CNI, are about 70 gallons a minute.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to demonstrate, if you were arriving at a customer right now, how you would set up your gas pump, and then pretending that we just finished, how you would shut it down? Like, what position should the pump be set up in? Is there a gas shutoff or a prime or some sort of a throttle?
That's your shutoff. You would move that to on. You would move your choke to full. I always leave my throttle at just a touch on.
Okay.
And all you have to do is hit the key. And then when you're done pumping down the idle, the gas shut off. And turn the key.
That seemed to fire up easy. That was very nice. You ever have any problems with the experience with the pump flooding out, or have you had a scenario where the gas was left on and it does flood out for you? Give you any problems, anything like that?
No, because as long as you shut the gas off.
Okay.
The only thing, this is your bleeder for the pump. When you go over to, when you come off of a product and you might get a little bit of air in the system. If you empty your trailer tank and you go over to water, you crack your water on, you may have to open your bleeder just a hair so that it can grab it and then close it again.
Okay. And that feeds into these 5-gallon buckets?
Yep. So there's a 5-gallon bucket and there's a 1 gallon. On the front one, it's just a 1 gallon.
1 gallon jug for bleeding off. Okay. And then you just dump those at Sika, I assume, when they get full or close to full? All right. And then you do have, well, obviously these pumps are not made to be operated with the doors closed. So you always have the doors open to get maximum potential. Otherwise, they'll overheat. They will shut down. They will not function properly if you try to operate them with the doors closed. As far as the hose reels themselves, they are electric hose reels, correct?
Correct.
And I can see your reel buttons are right here. So you're pulling that out, and you have your reel button right here for the left side, correct?
Yep.
And your right side button is mounted right there. All right. So you're pulling out, and they pull out easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with these, you have to, with you sending them to the other side of the trailer,
Right.
you have to do a lot of guiding yourself, or the hose will roll itself up on one end.
Gotcha. So as you're reeling them back in, you kind of have to guide it over this protection plate back and forth to get it to reel up correctly.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Or it will stay on one side.
And then obviously it won't fit.
Correct. The hose will bind up.
Is this trailer equipped with a heater system?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to demonstrate where it's located, how it functions? We'll make our way back over to the other side of the trailer.
Heater control unit is up here. All you have to do is hit the power button. Right now it says heater stopped.
Okay.
And you hit the power button once again, and it's going to say heater enabled.
And that's going to automatically kick on.
Yep.
Is there a thermostat to control, or does it just continuously run?
It's set for 73 degrees.
Okay.
You can turn that up or down. I don't touch it.
Okay. Your standard 73 degrees, and we just leave it there. It functions properly. You don't have to mess with it. Kind of maintenance free once you push the power on.
Right.
All right. And I see
Just
it
got to
has
make sure you got. This is a 9-gallon tank for the heater.
Okay.
And just make sure you.
And what do you run in the heater tank?
Truck fuel.
You running regular diesel? Okay. All right. 9-gallon tank, and that fills under there, under the jumper hose somewhere, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there. There you go. Wonderful. All right. And while we're over here, just pop open the hose reel compartments, and we'll just take a peek at them real quick. Is that just tough?
No, it's see how there's a stainless.
Yeah. Gotcha. So here you have your hose reels, and looks like an extra battery pack in here.
That's the battery to start the pumps,
Okay.
and also that's what your stinger cord's charging.
Okay. And I don't know if you guys can hear it on the video, but the heater is kicked on and running. You can hear it from here. Is there any odd quirks about this trailer?
There's something different about it.
So we'll go back to the operation side of the trailer. The component side, if you will.
Your air to flow to the customer. Your air is right here. It is not hooked into any kind of pump or anything. It's a separate entity.
Okay.
And there's also a regulator up there to cut the air back. And then of course you have this drain to release the air pressure so you don't get slammed in the knee. You would shut off the air, open that up, release any pressure so that this does not hit you.
Gotcha. And the compartment sizes we didn't go over earlier, but I see they're posted on here. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Is that true? Okay.
Yes, it's 2,000 in the front, 1,000, 1,000, and then 1,400.
And you see the 95 water void is posted on there as well. Okay. So other than that, anything you want to point out about the trailer and how it functions since you've been using it for a little bit now?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
It's
All right.
pretty
Pretty standard.
Yeah, it runs smoothly.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I believe that's all we got to share. Like I said, we'll add some other additional info on the post with the hose sizes, so everybody's aware of the length of them. And that's it.